Hello, in this video we will review our solution for the old magic types and GUI models. First, let's add some types and GUI models to our magic application, which is written in Magic XPA 3.2. We will add some fields models and some GUI models. So we will add two field models from numeric type and two GUI model this one will be push button and this one will be combo box. Now let's set some attribute to those models. After we set those attributes to the models, we can now use those models in our program. We will connect this combo box to the model, the exit button, and also let's add this field ID from model to be inherit from its field model. Now we can export our project and execute GUI technology free .NET migration tool. Now let's open the resulting solution and compile it. First, we can see that a new project has been added to our solution named GoCommon. This project includes classes and objects which are general and can be shared between all our converted magic projects. One of its folders named types and includes all the old magic types. Since there are no internal conversion between types in magic, and unlike .NET there is no distinction between different types of data, we keep the old magic types as a starting point in order to make post-migration navigation easier and retain functionality with implicit conversion between types. Now let's review our solution for the old user types. In our migrated solution we can see that a folder named types has been added. This folder actually includes all the classes that represent the old magic field types. In our example we have two classes, ID and %. We are using classes to implement the types. The reason that we are using classes and not native .NET types is to continue supporting the object-oriented inheritance and reuse of code. Another reason is that magic types, for example numbers, do not differentiate between several different types of numeric field. Those models are also inheriting from our GoCommon base field type to make maintenance easier in the future. As we can see, in the first type ID, all the attributes which are not default and whose values set in the old magic application are returning the value in the new .NET class. The same is also true for the percent type. All the old Magic Engine defaults were set in the base field of our Go Common project and inherited from there. Now let's review the new code for the old Magic GUI models. In our migrated solution, we can see that a folder named Controls was added to this project. This folder actually includes the classes that represent the old Magic GUI types. The GUI models from the model repository of the old Magic application was migrated into user controls. We can see that now we have two user controls, the combo box gender and exit button. Both of them are user controls. Those user controls inherit their attributes from GoApp Controls project and include only the change that break the inheritance from the original control. These structures allow us to preserve the old Magic application feature of rapid development and code reuse, despite everything now being native and open.NET code. Our objective is not to force you to continue working forever with this structure. If you do not want to work with those fields classes and prefer native types, you can still make change easily. The decision to change it is exclusively in your hands. Now let's see how we deploy those user controls and fields model in our programs. In our solution, each task or program has partial class that includes all the Magic Data View settings. We choose to keep this name in order to make navigation easier after the migration. We can see that the field we added in the Magic program is now added to this program data view, and its type is the field model that was migrated into class name ID. This ensures that we will keep the attributes which was set in the ID model and inherit them. Now let's go to the form designer. We can see that controls on the screen, which was connected to user model or to GUI model in the old Magic, are now from the type of the user control, which was generated during the migration process. So this Cibo gender is now from the type of the user control commable gender, and this exit button is from the type exit button user control, which will generate during the migration. In the control, we can see that all the attributes which was inherited from the user control are shown in the screen, and we can of course change them and break the inheritance, or inherit back and restore the inheritance from the user control. This right for all the attributes of these controls.